to another video. Now this video is a lot different than what you guys are used to seeing. This is an evolution video about not all, but I don't know, say like I'd say like 60% of the custom, well no, maybe like 55 to 50% of my custom diecast collection. Just, you know, what I've done over the years. Now you can see that there's good ones and bad ones, or really, really old ones, however you want to look at it. But we're going to be taking a look at like the older ones and like versus the newer ones and whatever. Of course, I was a lot younger when I did some of these, but some I, of course, am still doing, and you've seen videos on some of them, and most of them you have not. But we're going to be taking a look at just how it all started, basically. So we'll just take, oh no, this one right here. No, let's do some, okay, some have stories behind it, and I'm going to share this one right here. So this was supposed to be Dale Earnhardt's Wheaties diecast. I did this because I had one, and then when I was in school, it was elementary school. It dropped, and it hit the floor, and it shattered. Just completely. And I never got a new one, so I decided to make a new one. And, as you can tell, that's not really what happened, but, yeah, so I had that, which was, you know, pretty interesting. But, I mean, yeah, that was a little bit of a storyline, because there's a few stories behind these, like I said, and some, just I was bored and I wanted to make some. As you can see, some of these was way before, like, decals or actual paint. Most of this was all freehand, and nothing more, nothing less. So, it's crazy to look at these, dude. It's wild. So, here's one. I don't remember what this was. I think this was the Richard Petty due to the orange base at the bottom. But I was trying to make the Wrangler scheme, which I already have that after this. Like, I got this way after, or got that way after this. So, yeah, I quit for a while because I kept looking like this, and I'm like, you know what? I don't think these are good enough, so I'm not going to do them for a while. Then I started getting into, you know, actual paint. I've never hand painted a diecast. The only thing I've actually hand done was the artwork and the whiteout paint, not like legit paint. So I just decided to skip that completely. Now, as you can see, you can tell I was definitely younger by this, because like that 30 is backwards. It looks like here instead of here. So that tells you this is pretty old. This was a Gen 6, I believe, or was it Gen 5? It was Gen 6. Okay, so I tried doing the little like wheel things, like the marker, the tape that the tire changers put on to kind of line it up or whatever. I tried doing that. This was again one of the older ones compared to now, or even a little bit ago. But like I got COTs here. I'm sure some of you hate to see that, but it's okay. It's crazy, man. It's from all the work I've done from then till now. It's just absolutely incredible. It's just weird to see. So, of course, I started doing stuff different. Let's take out the ones we've already looked at. So there's 30. This was me. This was my car per se. When I used to like actually roll them and stuff, right? So I had 83. Here's one. It was 83. It was a cheese. What was it? Cheese snacks. Not even like. It was pretty off-brand. It wasn't even like Cheez-Its or anything. It was just cheese snacks. Like you can see that on the hood. Well, you can't, but it's a little blurry, but that's okay. So we talked about this one already. Here's one that was like completely different. I tried doing like more. Let's see if I can do that over here. Tried doing more like detail stuff. Will you focus, please? Okay. It's focusing on all the stuff in the background and not this. Let me zoom in on that. There. I believe this was a Junior. The Silver Mountain Dew. I believe that was what this one was. So, like Jack's Pet Shop. I don't even know if that's a thing. I was just making up stuff. And then you got that little design there. Again, this was wide out. I never even took it off the base or anything. I just painted it straight on. So, yeah, definitely a big, big change in what I used to do. Now, there was this one. This was the Batman car from Doe Jr. that I wanted that I never got, so I just tried to make it, and that didn't work out. I'd say if I actually tried to do this, I could probably do it. It's really blurry. It's because all the stuff in the background. I apologize. Here's a Danica Patrick one because the diecast wasn't out yet, and I wanted one for... It wasn't even a series at the time, but it was just like... just stuff I was doing like as a kid, just messing with them. So I wanted the Danica Patrick, and it never happened. So I just ended up making my own, which was, again, a mistake. But not really. It's not really a mistake because, you know, I've learned, I've kind of progressed from there and kind of sprouted into something different. Now, here's another one. We'll just review the old ones. Here, right here, just, as you can tell, gold. I was still in the gold back then, and I am now. If it'll focus on this, let me zoom in so I get a better focus. But yeah, just crazy. Like, of course, in my eyes, this is bad for me. Now, if you are in the threes backwards, now if you are like starting out and you're doing this and it's turning out like this or something close to it, that's not bad. But for me, for my like skill level, it's not good. I'm not saying it's not good for somebody else. So, and then I like this one here. This is one time I was like super into Minecraft, right? So I tried doing that. I got a little creeper on the hood there. I painted the headlights. Got a little pickaxe back there, like Minecraft on deck lid. I mean, it was something. Like, I mean, I really tried. I think this was Digger, and I really regret this because you can see the orange splitter. I'm pretty sure that was one of the Digger diecasts, and that sucks because I really wish I didn't do that because I didn't realize, you know, how important it was going to be to me later in the future because I didn't really get the context of like things leaving different things like Digger left NASCAR and stuff like that. So I do wish I kind of didn't do that. And before that, I tried custom like Crash diecasts and stuff. Now this right here is actually in a video. Just years and years ago. It was like 2 or 3 years ago I did this. And it was shot from an iPhone 4. An iPhone 4. And I'm pretty sure that the stop motion that was made was not produced, but just screen recorded. And it was something like, I can't remember the name. It was like Danica Patrick's horrific trash. What? Well, she was, but horrific crash test or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, this is what kind of came out of it. And I mean, yeah. So I don't know. It's really weird, dude, just to see all this stuff. So that Danica Patrick is in a video. If you want to go search for it, by all means, go ahead. So yeah, that one's floating around somewhere. Let's see, what else should we pick up with? So, let's do this. This is like the earliest I ever remember doing like my number 16. That's the earliest I remember. And I think this was used in season 1 of my stop motion series. This one only had one track, and I didn't even have Wrangler Racing Motorsports back then. It was just me. And then it just kind of escalated from there into Wrangler Racing Motorsports and all that kind of jazz. So I actually have another video on the evolution of Wrangler Racing Motorsports as well. Why I got the idea, how I started it, and, you know, just stuff like that. So, yeah, that's part of it. This is one of the more better paint schemes that was hand painted. Of course, this is supposed to mock the Doe Jr. like amp and National Guard type of style right there. I just matched the secondary hood there to kind of make it a little bit different. But yeah, so that's pretty early. I think this was a, this is WLS mold too, this isn't PTC. So, I think this is like a promo diecast from like Lowe's or something that I ended up using. So that's pretty early. It's newer, but it's still early. Then I started doing, like Confetti, or trying to mock Confetti. And this is kind of where this came into play. Now, this was before I actually damaged out my diecast fenders and stuff, but I had some donut marks here that were actually drawn on, not like stamped on, but they were drawn on. I literally, like, you see all those squares? That's supposed to replicate confetti. I literally did the paint scheme. Actually, no, I did all the confetti first, then painted around the paint scheme. So, yeah, I took a long time into doing this, to kind of seeing, like, what I could do and maybe how I could do it. So, yeah, that's another thing I kind of did way back when, and just kind of escalated into something now, which I'll show you here in just a few seconds. Like right here. This is where I started using glitter for like the whole... I think you've seen this on the channel. Maybe not you particularly, but I've done a video on this, I'm pretty sure. Now, of course, I did the confetti, which looks pretty good. I think so, anyway. And it was clear-coated with just nail polish, which was different. And then I got a little wall scraper there. That was when I started to do the wall scrapes. Had a little damage here. I didn't really, didn't really mold it or anything. But yeah, this is like what that was the next step up with the confetti, was just this. And I clear coated it and stuff, and then that donut mark is an actual tire mark. I had a little skinny dowel rod, and I cut off a tire and put it on there and just stamped it on there after I dipped it in black paint. So unlike the 16 you just saw, this was actually stamped on. So yeah, that's one of my better ones, I believe. But I mean, because like was like a new era. I was like starting with the confetti and stuff and all that. Then I wanted to do some playoff diecast, which I'll just go ahead and show you this one first before the Brad Keselowski. But there was this. I never ran this because I never got into the playoffs. I was just seeing like how it would work. And this here, that's actually the windshield, the banner is two different things. It was a green bar with black in the middle, and then I took the normal banner and cut off the Chevy logos or Ford logos, whatever, and then put the Monster Energy right in the middle. That's how I made that. Of course, now it's just one, shown here by the Brad Keselowski. That's just one piece of paper, nothing special. But instead of painting it on or markering the spoiler and splitter on, I painted with nail polish nail polish. Right? Is that what that's called? I can't think right now for whatever reason. Anyway, yeah, I had green right here on the spoiler and splitter, and I continued doing the banners and stuff like that. So, I mean, yeah, that's just another little thing. And then with the whole whiteout, I started getting better. And better as in drawing, not letting the paint clump up and stuff, like it did there. But you know what I mean. Like, started to do a little bit of design. I want to kind of do this design again, but kind of have a rerun of this. But, I mean, I don't know. It's just, it's really crazy to kind of see the progress I made over the years. And it kind of, like, shows you back how still creative I wanted to be. And that even proves that me doing YouTube is a decent blessing because, like, yeah, I'm not making millions. I don't care about that. I'm not even making hundreds. Like, it doesn't matter other than the outcome of the results. Not how much money it made, but what the product looks in the end after I'm finished or while making progress on it. Take the channel, for example. It's showing really good progress right now, and that's incredible. You guys are insane with actually, subscribing and actually sticking here. But, just other than that, it doesn't matter to me, personally. It just matters about what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and if other people like it. And not really like other people like it. If other people didn't like it, I would still do it because I like it, even if they didn't. But anyway, then I started getting into paper. And you can see right here, this is paper. This is my first one I've ever done this on. Like the whole paper ordeal, this is the first one, I believe. So, not terrible, but not the best either. Then we got one that turned out so much better, and I'm so proud of. And that was Mr. NASCAR 2003's. Oh, that's kind of coming off, that's right. But that's his throwback for the series for Season 2. Now, of course, we're on Season 3 now, or about to be once you're seeing this, but, I mean, yeah, it's just turned out so much better, and I'm just really proud of that one. Then, around that same time, I was getting into custom damage diecast. I've been doing this for a while as well. This is a recreation a very Morola's Crash from 2017. Of course, he had a back injury with this, and it's just, now it's not to be like, oh look, he got injured, haha. No, it's one, it's a piece of history, and two, it's just practice. I'm trying to figure out like how I was doing what, and it's also to capture a moment about how safe these actual like cars really are, because he only suffered a back injury out of this. And if you watch the video, I mean, he was like, it's like 180, 190, 200 miles an hour into a corner into someone else, and the car like lifted off the ground and everything. Like, goes for example. Here's another one I did, which was Austin Dillon's Daytona Crash. This is what was left after the crash, and he didn't suffer any injuries from what I know of. He walked away, gave the crowd a thumbs up, and that was it. Like, I mean, there was nothing else to that, and it was crazy. And of course, Ryan Newman, after he had that crash in the Daytona 500, he only sustained like a head injury, and that was insane. Like, he should have left either dead or hurt way worse than he was. Now, of course, everyone is thankful that that did not happen, but I mean, like, just, it captures like how crazy and how dangerous the sport is, but how safe the actual cars really are. Then I started getting into like decals, like actual, this is a full template that I made from Decals. Now, it didn't fit properly, so you got a little, you can see there, didn't match there, and it didn't go all the way there as well on the pillar here, and then the post. Like, I mean, yeah. So that's one I have not reviewed yet. At least when I'm recording this, it may be out by now. I don't know. But as of right now, I haven't even recorded that yet. So, yeah, this is the first and only truck I'll probably ever make, just because they're really difficult. And it wouldn't be that bad if this little like plastic pieces in the back here, those suck. Those are the worst. I promise you, those are the absolute worst. But I made it work. But, I mean, yeah, so, and another, like, I'm still not done, you guys. I still gotta figure out the printer, because I got a new one, and we've been having a little bit of issues with, like, Wi-Fi connecting and stuff, but we gotta figure out the printer, which should be better than this, and the only problem I have right now with the decals is that they're blurry, and that's not the decal, or that's not the, like, template or decal, that's just my printer, so we should get that printer up and running soon, hopefully, and maybe, just maybe, have some pretty decent looking diecasts, or some pretty good looking diecasts. That would be really, really cool. Because as some of you know, like I've spoke about it a little bit, was I was wanting to do like my own like kind of diecast business, and hopefully I could be able to do that if I get a pretty decent printer going. Here's another one I did. This was a redo. This is a redone project, but here is the original. Right here. This was the one you guys saw a review on. Now, I was unhappy with how this side turned out, so I did it all over again. And that was the finishing result. Now, there's different things. I have the winter stickers up there, which don't look very good, but got the winter stickers, got the window net, got the Monster Energy banner there, or not the banner, but the little logo. I did not have it on this one, nor did I the window net or the winter stickers, for a matter of fact. I had actual decaled confetti that is manually cut. I cut those myself and placed those individually, one after one. I did that. The banners are also decal. These are paper. The confetti was just the whatchamacallit, glitter from the bottle. I didn't do that like manually like I did this one. I just kind of put it on there. But yeah, look for a review for this. I'm going to do like a side-by-side comparison of like how actual like different it is. And here's how the other side turned out compared to this. Now I wish it was a little more like smudged instead of scraped, but I'm not going to take my chance and ruin it like I did this one. So yeah, it's crazy where I've come from for so long, and I can only thank you guys. And this isn't like a sob story. Oh, he's thanking us. Oh my god. No. Like, it's just, it really is incredible. Like, because you guys are the reason all of this continued. Now, of course, these back here, those were on me. I did that. But you're the reason this happened, this happened, this happened, this, those back there, that here, some of those over here as well. Just like right in here, like, you're the reason I keep doing what I do. Now, people are like, really, you do stuff with little toy cars? I'm like, yeah, it's more advanced than that. But yeah, sure, if you want to call it that, go ahead. Now, you're also the reason why those still happen. That's a Daytona 500 race I'm working on now. But yeah, you're the reason those happen. You're the reason this video is even being recorded at this moment. But I mean, your support, man, I mean, it's just absolutely insane. How you guys kept me going from taking white out and painting over little toy diecast cars to actually stripping them apart, painting them, decaling them, and showing them off to you, and people are actually enjoying it. It's insane. Now, I feel like I'm talking as if I have 1 billion subscribers, but it doesn't matter how many I have. It could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3, it could be none. I'm doing what I like to do, and that will always be how it's supposed to be. But the followers I'm getting, the subscribers I'm getting, the feedback I'm getting, it's crazy. Like, you can tell me if something's wrong or incorrect information, and I'll fix it. You'll tell me if something's great, and I'll keep it up. You'll tell me something could be a little bit better doing this, I'll take that into mind. Like, you help build this channel more than you think you do. Not a follower base, but a progress base. And it's crazy because I remember getting 17 subscribers and like, oh wow, that's crazy, that's cool. Getting 50, I told my dad that I got 50 and he was like, wow, that's cool. I remember getting 100, doing the 100 subscriber special, 200 subscriber, 300, 400, 500, all the specials up to 1,000. And just thinking here, I don't know, like a year later, I'm talking about another more 1,000 that was added on. That's insane. Like, I never thought I would pass 20. Like, I'm being dead honest. Like, I figured 20 would be the limit, maybe 27 or 30. I was so excited when I hit 100. I was stoked when I hit 1,000. The milestones still matter, of course, but it doesn't hit as much because every day I keep being blown away by all the feedback I'm getting. From all the comments I'm getting, or that I used to get anyway. People in the Discord server saying nice things, you know, helping each other out. There'll be a few things here and there that I gotta fix myself in the server. You know who you are, if you're still in there. But, I mean, the Discord server, it's really fun. I haven't done it in a while, but there will be time to times where I'll do like a talk with Wrangler, like, I'll get in the chat and I'll be like, hey, you know what's going on? I'll talk to you all and I'll see how you guys are doing and all this stuff, and it's really, really fun. Got multiple channels, you know, you can talk about Diecast, you can talk about things in life, you know, you can post your pictures about what's going on, and it's all kinds of fun, and it's really, really cool to be able to do that. Not only have a YouTube channel, but have a server dedicated to the subscribers. It's wild. Because before, I would never think if I did a signups video for a stop motion series that it would get filled. And it's been filled. Even overfilled. I guarantee you don't understand how much I appreciate what has been going on. You don't understand what I think about every day that involves this. I'll be sitting at school, doing an assignment. I mean, I'm doing it. I'm not thinking about YouTube and stuff. But while I'm doing it, I'm thinking about YouTube. I'm like, wow, what am I going to do next? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? You know, this, that, and the other. It's on my mind all the time. From when I sleep to when I wake up. When I'm talking to people, when I'm doing something YouTube related, even if I'm doing a project that I'm going to upload on YouTube, I already think about another project I want to do. I just have so many ideas and so many different ways I want to do them, and it's all because of you guys. You don't understand, and it's incredible. But thank you all for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed. I didn't mean for it to get kind of emotional at the end, but that's just how it went. But again, you guys are the reason why this happens. To some people, 2,000 isn't a lot. To some people, 5,000 is a lot. To me, 10 is a lot. And what I have now is incredible. I'll never, ever stop just because I feel like it, unless it's doing me bad, like mental health issues. It's not going to stop. Unless I'm physically unable and I just can't do it anymore, I'm always going to keep going for you guys. I don't want to do these stop motions 9 times out of 10. I want to do them, but I don't want to get up and do them. But I force myself to get up and do them, and I have fun with it. It doesn't mean it doesn't. I know it sounds like, wow, you're forcing yourself to do this for us. That's bad. No. I love doing it, but it's just so much work to actually get up and try to start something brand new. But I'm telling you, once that first lap is done, I'm into it. I'm thinking, how's this crash going to happen? Who's going to pass who for the win? Who's going to spin out who's going to bang into someone else, who's going to flip through the air, who's going to pit, it gets exciting. And it's fun to do because I know you guys watch it as well. I put hours into stop motions for like 10 minutes of a video, but that's completely fine because it's what I like doing, and it's all because of you. But I'm talking too much, so I'm going to go ahead and head on out of here. So I mumbled that. I'm going to go ahead and head on out of here. There we go. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed as much as I did. And once again, thank you so much. And I will see you in the next video. Upside down.